I'm having a little mum treat. I'm cooking in peace while Daddy Boy takes the tiny tornado swimming. I know what some of you'll say. That's not self-care. Yeah, but it feels like it though, doesn't it? So I'll take it. Tonight's dinner is an Elsie Bell speciality. I got a load of veggies left over in the fridge, so we're going to stick it all in a pasta. I get asked for my recipes all the time, and the problem is I make it up on the spot. So I thought you could make it up with me today. Does anybody else absolutely hate chopping up garlic? I genuinely don't know what my beef is with it. It's just so fiddly and it really gets on my nerves. Whilst we're on the complaining bandwagon, ever since I had Lily, I have the worst phobia of raw meat. You know, those intrusive mum thoughts? Well, making everybody extremely unwell with raw chicken meat is one of them. Anyway, onto the pasta. I've literally chopped up all of the veggies that I've got in my fridge. Onions, peppers, mushrooms, courgette, a little bit of garlic, of course. Who am I getting? A lot of garlic. And for the sauce, I've just got a stock cube, paprika and mixed herbs, mixed with some passata. I've got such a genuine question for everyone. Please let me know in the comments. Do you weigh your pasta? I have literally never got the amount of pasta right in my entire life, but for some reason I refuse to weigh it, or anything for that matter. I'm an eyeball kind of girly. To finish the pasta off and make it nice and creamy, I'm going to add some dairy-free cream cheese. Delicious. Apart from the stock cube, I don't add any extra salt into the main dish, and I'll just add a bit of salt to mine and Daddy Boy's at the end. Sometimes, not always. Oh, another question. I feel like I've got access to the general public and I need to know what everyone does. Are you a tidy as you go kind of girl, or a leave it till the end? I physically have to tidy as I'm going. I can't even chop up in mess. How me and Daddy Boy have survived to this point, I don't know, because he's a leave it all to the last minute kind of guy. When we cook together, I basically just follow him around cleaning up after him. Anyway, the tiny human came back absolutely knackered and starving. Exactly what we were trying to achieve. Daddy Boy adding dairy to his non-dairy pasta. Lily Girl's a good eater, but this is one of those dinners that's a guaranteed winner. She will just hoover it down. Anyway, I'm sure you saw this coming if you follow us, but we played cards whilst we had dinner. And if I do say so myself, it was bloody delicious. Do you think you're parenting how you want to or think you should? Like, have you ever stopped to think, why we say no, we can't go out, it's raining? Why can't we go out? There are so many things like this ingrained in us as people that come out in our parenting that we don't even think to question. Likely passed down from generations and socialisation. Like, oh, don't touch that, you'll get messy. Oh, we don't play with mud. Because I'm the first to say that it's my initial instinct to tell her no, or at least it used to be. And I made such a conscious effort to question that. So at 6:30 this morning, we got up and we went for a walk in the rain. And it was fun. Generally, we're not born bothered about the rain. And Lily stood asking for an ice cream in the pouring down rain at 7 o'clock in the morning is proof of that. And I never want her to lose that. So we're going to keep going out in the rain. Plus, I still genuinely believe that staying in the house with a toddler is harder. And I'm sorry, but there's no better feeling than having been out the house and how much you appreciate your warm, cosy house when you get back. I have a question for you all. So please let me know in the comments. But how many, activities do you get through in a day with your toddler? Because the other day I listed to somebody everything I did in that day and they were like, what? I really pack them in. And at this point, it's equally for me as it is for her. I get bored so easy, so I move from one activity to the next so quickly. This morning we went out for a walk in the rain, came back, had breakfast, made some cakes, and then we're out and at soft play by 9:30. I have this thing where I feel like the second I stop and sit down, I don't want to get up again. If I keep the wheels rolling, then I'm fine. The second they stop and I have to get them started again is where I feel the problems. My mum always says to me that having Lily, I finally met my match. Another tiny me that also can't sit still. We were made for each other. Anyway, we started making these banana muffins, and I think I've made a batch every day at this point. Daddy Boy eats about 5 a day. I'm about to change your life with these banana muffins. They're easy, they're quick, and my boyfriend just ate 5 of them in one go. Generally, I just like recipes that are really simple ingredients and pretty quick to make. I like a homemade treat, but I've got a toddler. I've got to whip these bad boys up quickly. I'll put the full recipe in the comments, but I started by creaming the butter and the sugar. If you've got a mixer, I highly recommend. But when I say I'm trying to do this quick, that requires more washing up, so I'm doing it by hand. I then added a couple of eggs and a bit of vanilla extract. The vanilla's optional, but I feel like it just elevates it a bit. I'm then going to mash up 2 bananas, and as always, the riper the better. You'd almost be embarrassed that they're sitting in the back of your cupboard. Then you know you're about to make a good cake. Then add your nana back into your wet ingredients. Give it a mix up and then you can add in your dry ingredients. Just a teaspoon of baking powder and 150 grams of flour. And if it helps, this is what my mixture looked like before I put it in the cake tin. I would split this recipe between 12 muffins. So fill your muffin tin with some cases and split the ingredients equally. I then put them in the oven at 180 for about 15 to 20 minutes. If you're not sure, just do the skewer in the middle check. And voila. It depends how you like them, but I highly recommend it fresh out the oven.